last night I tried to go live in the shed, and the amount of comments on it this morning saying that the signal was woeful. So we'll do our best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the last one in there now. Thank the Lord for that. Only another one to go. Now I'm gonna move this over here for this, because this is the difficult part of fitting this. Is the actual fitting of the curtain itself. Now I get to see a bit more about what I'm doing. That's better. Oh fucking hell. That's very difficult to find. Oh Jesus. Ah. So what I'm doing here and why I'm live tonight, right, is that I've been trying TikTok lives because TikTok's been busy. Even a new man. How are you doing? Very good, my man. Very, very good. Michael Marlin's in the building. Good evening to you as well. How are you, my man? So lads, this evening what I'm doing, right, I'm driving this Renault here at the moment, and the curtains that were in it were doing my head in, yeah. So I'm fitting Grant Auto House grey curtains to this truck because these curtains were just driving me mad. And I think my dad might be driving this truck after me. Like, he might be taking this truck back for himself, or it might be going to a driver. I don't really know. But the curtains in it are doing me head in because the tie back's broken that side. So we're just going to sort everything out and see if we can make it a tiny bit nicer on the inside. So how are we all doing? How is the farm, everybody? Happy Tuesday, is it? Is it Tuesday today? The bank holiday weekend has me mashed. I have no idea what day of the week it is. And it's so busy. So I just don't even keep on top of the days. So how's the crack with everyone? Are we well? Is the signal better tonight than what it was last night? What happened, your Volvo? Nothing happened. It's just there's a man on it at the moment because of the business requirements. But don't worry, it'll be back hopefully in the next month or two. I'm hoping, if all goes to plan, which it never does. Anyway, how are you doing? Yes, nothing happened. There's just a driver driving the Volvo at the moment. He's doing heavier work than me, and I don't really need more than a 4x2 to be honest, which is to do the work I do. So look, it just is what it is. There'll be hopefully another lorry coming for him soon, and I'll get my truck back. It's you kind of don't really have a choice in the matter sometimes. You just have to do what you're doing to get it all done, get the work done, and that's the more important thing. Yeah, get these in here. These Renaults are tricky. The rail for the curtains usually in the Volvo or a Scania starts back there, but in the Renaults it starts in the centre, and there's a little screw that holds in the rail. That's, look at the witness, the size of this thing. That's the size of the screw. It's tiny. So it can be a bit of a fiddly job, this, if you're not experienced like myself, a seasoned veteran at nearly losing fingernails because of these sharp curtain rails. Yeah. What's the crack with everyone else anyway? Will you be doing runs to Europe this year? I hope so. Let's talk law. Where am I from? Where do you think I'm from? I'm from Ireland. Yeah, I'm hoping to do more European runs this year. I'd love to do Sweden trip. I'd like to do something different other than Holland. What part of Dublin are you from? Jesus Christ. It's not a fucking question, is it? Yeah, I'd love to do like a Sweden trip. Probably not Italy. Italy doesn't really appeal to me to driving the truck. Italy appeals to me to place. You know what I mean? Do you still have your motorcycle? Not the weather to be on it. No, actually, I don't have the motorbike. I don't have the motorbike anymore. I had it for about 3 months, and I'll tell you the honest truth on it. I was nearly killed on it a couple of times by other road users, let's just say that. Not truck drivers now, but you get where I'm coming from. I was nearly killed on it a couple of times, and then the car I had, which I bought to kind of keep costs down because it's coming up to my wedding this year and I was trying not to spend as much money on it, I ended up having to sell the bike. I'd have bought a brand new van for Grant Auto House instead. I'd put my money into the business instead. So, you know, the bike is gone. There will be another bike probably next year maybe, but just coming up to my wedding, I wanted to make sure that basically I stayed alive for it. You know what I mean? How can I block him out of the chat? Whoever he is. Did my granddad drive trucks? Yes, he did. Put user in timeout. Tell him to go away. 24 hours. Go away. Right, that's great. Yeah, my granddad actually started. So this company, Grand Transport, it was originally, a lot of people from back in the day would know it as Grant Brothers. So that's where it started out. Where my grandfather, my father, and his brother, they're all in business together. And then my granddad died when I was really young. Actually, he died in 2002, so I would have been about 7. He died then, and my dad's brother went off and did his own thing, and then my dad took over the business, and it was called Grand Brothers up until, Jesus, it was called Grand Brothers up until probably 10 years ago maybe, and then they went limited then, and then it's called Grand Transport. So people think Grand Transport is a young company, but my dad has actually been in business for 30 or 40 years nearly. So yeah, I've been in this. I've been in this. Well, I've been around trucks my entire life. They've always been a part of my family, you know. So yeah, they all drove trucks. My dad, my uncles, even on my mother's side, my other uncle owned his own transport business for a few years, and he got out of it then, and he drove for Sam Denigan then for nearly 20 years. So yeah, it's in my family a long time. And I'm driving trucks this year, 10 years. Mad to believe. Nearly finished my second CPC. I had to renew my license now since I got the Arctic, which was 5 years ago. And I was driving Ridges for 5 years before that. So yeah, mental how quick time flies. Absolutely mental. How's it going? Sorry, I might have missed a few of your messages. Third generation, me too, yeah, man. Lingus, well, what's the crack? Not too bad, my man. What's the chance to get in Trucker combine with a Trucker Tim video? I know, I wouldn't say I'd ever be in Trucker Tim's videos. He's a bit too big for me. I tell you, this is the truth actually. I actually emailed him and messaged him and said I would sort his Volvo out of curtains, you know, the truck he's doing up for the experience days or whatever. Or whatever truck. I said I'd sort him out with a set of curtains. I would fly over and fit them and do a video with him if that's what he wanted to do. But I never got a response back, so got left on scene. I didn't even get left on scene. I don't even think he's seen it. But yeah, I reached out to him because I actually do like Trucker Tim. Trucker Tim's a good lad. I actually look up to Trucker Tim because he's done what many lads have tried to do and has successfully did it. Do you know what I mean? I would love to be where Trucker Tim is now, I have to say. I'd love to be doing YouTube full time. It'd be brilliant. Right, so sort these out. Now, so that's one set in. Look at them. Vast improvement. Just have to sort this corner out. Lovely, look at them. Ooh, they're tidy, aren't they? And they match the inside of it really, really well. Grey is just such a nice colour in the curtains. Sorry, I'll get back to a few messages. Is your board? Don't know. The nerd emotion. Doing my class 1 shortly. Any advice? Just listen to the instructor, my man. With the license, you kind of, how would I put it? When you're doing your test, you just kind of have to know how to pass the test and not actually know how to drive the lorry. You learn how to drive the lorry when you're out on the road, because no instructor can kind of teach you what you have to learn yourself. To get what I mean? So all the instructor is trying to do is trying to get you past the test, and once you can pass the test, then you're 100%. Do you know what I mean? But trust me, I'm still learning to this day. Daniel Neal, Dan from Peterborough. Shout me out if you need a bathroom fitting. Might take me a while to get to Ireland. I actually could do with a new bathroom. We in this house that I live in, that we own, like, we have 2 bathrooms, but they're really, really small, and we would actually love a bath. Yeah, you don't realize you don't realize how much you miss a bath. Even I don't even take baths. I never really did, but you realize how much you miss one when you don't have one. So yeah, I could take you up on that offer, Dan. Very, very seriously. 1, 2, 3, 4. Especially in Ireland, because in Ireland there's very big shortage of plumbers apparently. I've tried to get a couple of plumbers over the years, and very, very hard to get them. And I have a couple of mates that are plumbers, and they won't come up this far. They literally go, I'm not going up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, I have buddies from Dublin and Drogheda and stuff, but they won't come up here to where I am because I'm a bit far away from them. There's no substitute for experience. But that's it. But they're not testing you on your experience even. They're just testing you on, like, can you drive a truck, and can you take instruction, and can you read the road? That is the biggest thing. Like, do you know what I mean? They want to be able to see you. Like, so if a car is stopping, or if a car is on its brakes 3 cars ahead, they want you to, like, kind of notice that, and they want you to show a bit of action towards it, just so they know that they're in safe hands in the lorry, if you know what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's going on here? A bit of interaction going on. I still managed to pass with the trailer brake on as I left the test centre. Daniel Neal, you want the best of both. Crazy might be a gap in the market there then. Telling you, there is. You may come over to Ireland, you make a fortune. Come on down. Trucker Tim's video went live 10 minutes ago. He might enjoy it. He might reply to you. He replies to his comments. Yeah, no, I'll try it, and I'll leave it with him for a while, because I'm kind of too busy to even fucking sort him out now at this stage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's that 5 there? I actually should go. I will watch this video when I'm eating me dinner. That's when I'll watch this video, and I'll be going out then after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But so you're looking forward to your test? Me, sure. I don't have my trailer brake on and a beer in my hand. You'll be doing well then. Cheaper house prices in Ireland? No. You're fucking joking me. Not a chance. Ireland is a joke for house prices at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll tell you openly, right? Like, kind of roughly what I paid, right? I paid about 200k for this house over in Ireland, right? Now, we did a lot to it now, but we got it revalued, and this was mid last year, so maybe it might have came down a bit since then, but they basically said it was worth double what I paid for it, which is it's just ridiculous. Like, do you know what I mean? And I'm like to some people, they'll be like, oh, that's fucking brilliant, your house is worth double. It's not. It means everything is double in price. So if I sold this, I'd only get what I would have got 5 years ago for the same money. Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit of a disaster. I'll stay here. Yeah, no, stay there. Well, we actually really, really wanted to move to the UK before we bought a house. We're strongly considering moving to the UK. Just, for the crack, maybe see how it went. But now we ended up buying a house here, and then we're kind of settled now, so I don't think we're going to be going anywhere anytime soon. Hi, how are you? You drunk lad? Haha. Was there then? What truck you drive? I'm currently in a Renault T, not a T high now, just an normal T. House prices north and south of the island are wild at the minute. You should take a look at Irish prices, man. It's fucking a joke. Where have you to go to the shop? Are you watching Trucker Tim's video? No, not at the moment. I'm actually live on my own video here at the minute. So yeah, very true. Good point. Newry. So yeah, I'm in a Renault T at the moment, just fitting curtains to it, because the curtains that are in it are just that's like tinfoil. I don't like them. And there's a tie back in the Renaults. The tie backs for the original curtains are like somewhere around here, and they're broke. The last driver broke them. He must have ripped the button clean off it or whatever. I don't know what's wrong with them, but there's no pins on either of the tie backs on these curtains. So I just wanted to put a set in it, even if I'm not in this truck next week. I don't care. At least there's curtains in it. It doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. because at the end of the day, all the lads in the yard turn around and look at me when there's either something wrong with their lorry, or there's something that they want to do to their lorry, or you know what I mean. So that is my part of the show. I'm excited about it and equally nervous. I want to make some decent money and have a little less stressful job. Been a CEO for years. Oh, best of luck, my man. You'll enjoy it. There's some amount of people over, especially over COVID in Ireland, that went and got their test. Like literally, I talk to them all the time. Loads of new people that came into the industry and then bought curtains at me because they all watched my videos over COVID. And it's great to see. A lot of people are tuning into truck driving. Like, you know, a lot of people give out about this job, but there's loads of moaners in this job too. Like, do you know what I mean? This job is great. Like, do you know what I mean? It really is. Like, especially with the work I do. I love the work I do. So yeah. Now, what I'd love to do would be maybe do 2 or 3 days a week in the truck and then work more on my own business. But for the time being, I'm not financially in a position where I can just stop doing my full-time job, unfortunately. But I'll get there. But my dad's been been his own boss my entire life, and I know the stresses. I've seen them all over the years. But best of luck with it, my man. You'll be grand. You'll fly it. It's the easiest job in the world. It really is. Just once you can drive. After that, it's grand. Alan Parkinson's all right, lad. How are you, Alan? Michael Clyde. Where's the big Volvo? She's down in Dublin, and there's another man driving her at the moment. I'll do a full video on that when I get my own truck back eventually, but it'll be a while, I'd say. Another month or so. Majority of the trucks in my place have broken curtains. Yeah, it's fairly common. Bloody annoying. I missed the live that you used to do from your house. Yeah, no, I'll get back on them. I promise I will, because I used to enjoy them a lot. Any European journeys on the way? Not as far as I know, but that could change overnight. Really could. The guy on the convoys video before, does he still work for your company? I think near enough all those lads that are in that video still work for us, apart from 1 or 2 of them. Alan Parkinson, in agriculture, would you advise going into HGV? I can't make up my mind. Depends, man. Depends what you want to do. Like, I would advise HGV driving. It's gotten me everything I've ever wanted, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, not saying that I've never had a bad day driving, you know. I've had a couple of bad days, but they're never usually anything to do with the job. It's more to do with, you know, fucking myself. But like, you know, come here. If you're not willing to be able to be out 10 to 15 hours a day, just, you know what I mean? If you have football every day at 5 o'clock, unless you can find a job that finishes every day early, but you'll be starting real early to get finished early in this game. So, like, you have to think about that too. Like, do you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that you won't get back for. So, just remember that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, it's definitely not the healthiest job in the world to have. That's for damn sure, you know? That's for damn sure. But come here, look, it is in Ireland anyway. I'll talk about it with you guys, yeah, because we're all in the live, we're all in the gang here, yeah. So in Ireland, like around Dublin anyway, I know the money is coming up for our south, because I was talking to a driver down there who's saying the wages in Cork are roughly around 700, between 700 and 750 nowadays, which is good to see. In Dublin now, you could get anywhere between 750 and 800, just like Monday to Friday kind of a job going home, but you could be doing 15-hour days for that, so just bear that in mind, yeah. So you kind of don't really, I always say to lads, like, go on the hour rate if the hour rate is good, but if the hour rate is usually good, that means they haven't really many hours for you. So I usually always tell lads to go for the day rate if they can. I know, like, people will say, oh, you know, if you do 15 hours, you don't get any extra for it. Yeah, I know, but with me especially, I'm on a day rate. Like, I've been on a day rate since I started with my dad years ago, and I just love the structure of it. You know exactly every week you'll be paid. But yeah, in Dublin now, lads are clearing 750. You're doing the continent, you'll probably be on maybe between 1,000 and 1,200 euro. I know there's lads on more than that as well. Some lads on 1,400 take home. 1, 2, 3. But again, you're away from home for 7 days a week, like in a different country with sleeping in a lorry. So, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things to think about when you're doing it, you know? I hear lots of negativity, but I'm looking for... man, don't mind the negativity. There's loads of that. There's actually way too much of it for this industry. Some lads, right? I was only thinking about this earlier on, yeah? Like, we are so lucky, yeah, to live a life where the biggest thing we have to worry about, like, you know, retrospectively, is like maybe dealing, well, especially me, is like dealing with some lad that doesn't like you on the internet. That's my biggest thing that I have to deal with. Like, everything else is a breeze after that. You know, we had lads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have lads that I've met a lot, yeah, of South African guys that have moved over here to try and make a better life for themselves. Yeah, there's one or two lads in particular that I taught a good bit. Like, I meet them every so often, and they tell me about all the stories like that. They don't stop at traffic lights in South Africa because there'll be like 10 or 15 guys there with machetes ready to rob you and stab you and kill you, like at a set of traffic lights. Like, do you know what I mean? Just doing your job. You park up on the side of the road at night time, they will come and empty your lorry and empty you out of the cab as well for everything you have. Like, so lads in here and the UK especially really don't understand how lucky you are. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I know, come here, I know there's some things that could be better. 100% agree with you. Just you do you know what I mean? Don't, especially, man, English TikTok actually as well. There's some amount of people that whinge on English TikTok. It's absolutely unreal. I can't believe it. Like, this job is great. Like, it really is. Like, off topic, but where are you from? I heard this accent a lot, but I can't figure it out. So, originally, I am from Dublin. Originally, but my accent is kind of like very, very neutral. I don't really have a big, strong, thick Dublin accent. Do you know what I mean? I used to when I was younger. Now I live in the countryside, so like, now you could hear me talking, you would swear I was nearly from the countryside. I kind of have one of those chameleon accents. Do you know what I mean? Like, I nearly talk the same as the person. I don't know why I do it. My dad has done it for years, and he'd be like, "Why are you talking in like a Cork accent?" But that's, I don't know why we do it. We just do it by not even trying to make fun of nobody or anything. That's just, we try and do it. I don't know, maybe because we think we fit in or something. I don't know. But I'm just gonna throw these corns in around here. Sorry, I'll answer a few more questions here. I'm a bit off topic there. Yeah, so I'm originally from Dublin, but I moved around a bit when I was a kid, and now I live in the countryside. So, go to day driving if you're in the UK. Get yourself with the agency and get the likes of Tesco work. Piss easy. How is Daisy? Do you have insurance on that much? Huh? And they pay really well compared to some places. Yeah, DHL. Well, in the UK, it's, I don't know if Tesco is run by DHL in the UK, but in Ireland, the Tesco workers are run by DHL, and I think lads in there are taking home. I was talking to one of the boys before. I think they're taking home nearly 700 and I think it's €10. I could be wrong. I'm open to interpretation, but they take home €710 for 4 days, which is really good. Like, you know, so if you're only doing 4 days work, like, if you don't need the extra, you know, 50, 60 quid or whatever it is, that'd be a handy job. But the only thing is with Tesco work, you're up real early, like, you know what I mean? We did the out bit of Tesco work, and you'd be like doing 3 a.m. starts, which is, you know, it is tough on the body. Like, what in the name of God am I doing here? There we go. Exactly. 43. Ah, good man, fair play. Age has nothing to do with it. The name of, no, you could be any age. Wants to race 2-stroke cars. I was actually talking to a lad. There's a lad called Keane, and he drives for ProTrans. I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, but he was like, he had a really, really good job, like a proper great job, like a no messing job. And over COVID, they're all like kind of not laid off or whatever. They're in whatever it was called when everyone like got paid from the government. And he went out and did his truck license, and he's been doing it ever since. I don't know if he actually ever went back. I must give him a text and ask him. But he was saying he watched all my videos over COVID, and a lot, like, it's been a common enough theme, especially with the YouTube videos. A lot of lads were watching the videos over COVID and says, "Feck that, I'm gonna go and do it," and they did, which was great. From when people tell me that, I actually be delighted, because I'm just like, well, that's good. I made a bit of an impact in a positive way, which is ultimately, when you're doing YouTube and stuff, that's the best outcome, really. You know what I mean? It's hard to become a millionaire at this gig, but if I can help the community, that's great. And not inspire, but that's a bit of a heavy word, but encourage people to go and do this job. Just don't listen to naysayers or negativity, because you only live one life, you know what I mean? fine. I think it's kind of neutral. Like I know it's true, but I think it's neutral compared to some people. Yo, it's me again from yesterday. How are you, my man? Your eyes really are pretty. Oh, thanks. Hopefully that works. I better put them curtains up for you, lad. I bet those early starts are quite nice. They are nice as well, especially in the UK. You need to be up early because the traffic's so bad over there. What was I saying before the internet went? My apologies, folks. I probably lost a good few years there. Yeah. Wait, lad. I'm an American. Lol. Okay. I forgot what you're out saying. Anyway. Lagged out. Yeah. Sorry. My bad. What tattoos do you have on your arm? Is it roses? Yeah. I went through a phase when I was younger that I really liked tattoos, and then when you get older and you start doing all this, buying houses and all that good crack, you realise how far your money doesn't go. So I used to spend loads of money on tattoos, and then I lost interest, as you do. I'd love to get my arm finished and maybe get a leg done, but I could easily just go and get them removed then as well. You wouldn't know what I'd do next. Honest to God. I can't see a fucking thing here. What's going on here, boy? There we go. So yeah, sorry I lagged out a bit there. What in the name? Jesus, this lad's trying hard. Sean Ian. Where are you for tomorrow? Stop throwing. I'm trying to pronounce my name. That sounds like an American trying to get me to pronounce a name. I am going to Belfast tomorrow. I have, how many deliveries do I have in Belfast tomorrow? I think I have 4. I have 3 in Belfast. Do I? No, sorry. 2 in Belfast. A collection in Dungannon. A delivery in Newry, and then I have to go and do a depot in Kilcock. I'm sure everyone will know it. And that'll be me for the day. Tomorrow will be a long enough day. I'll probably start around 5:30, maybe 5 o'clock, and finish probably around 6 o'clock. So yeah, it'll be a 12-hour day probably. I would imagine now it'll be a 12-hour day tomorrow, because just the way the work will line out. But it is what it is. I don't mind. Today wasn't a bad day now, in fairness. I only started at 6 and I was home and all for 4 o'clock, so it worked out well. A 10-hour day is like a short day. Now, right, we're all in. Oh! They're on for life. Duns are them lot in Mollusk. No, I'm not doing Duns tomorrow, thank God. I mean, no, not tomorrow. Now, Duns actually, up the north, Duns are great. They're really, really handy. What am I doing? Right, you can go in Zale, my friend. I'll do them last. Replete these curtains here first. Oh, God. Jesus, lads. My knees are getting to me now. I'm getting old. I'd love to know what time is it? 7:15. Maybe time to do my exercise for the day now. She'll be getting mad at me because usually we go out around this time of the evening for a bit of exercise, and I still do have to go out and do it because we're on a mission this year and getting married in the summer this year, and trying to get fit and healthy so you can look good in the pictures, you know what I mean? So I don't look like a big fat idiot. Because the old Supermax to get to you. So Nerd in Motion, whatever your real name is, be very, very careful of the services because they can do bad things to you. They can make you very fat. So usually I always kind of try and bring a lunch with me, but because I'm in this area and it doesn't have a microwave, or the fridge is kind of like a part-time fridge. It's not really even a proper fridge. I think it turns off at night time, because I've never seen it. Like anytime I come out to it in the morning, it's kind of never free. It's never proper cold. It's not only just like chilled, if you know what I mean. So because I've been in this a little while, I haven't been able to do my normal lunch stuff. Sorry, I'm missing out on this here. Just we have a good few followers in here now this evening. It must be because you are all probably here for Trucker Tim, like, you know, Trucker Tim's video around this time. So maybe I'll start posting videos around the same time so people are on YouTube. I need to film some more main channel videos and get some more trucking content out there. It's just difficult enough to do. That's why Trucker Tim quit his job, because he has no time to do the job in order to get the old content, as he says. Content's hard got, lads. Tell you one thing. Oh, these look so much better, man. It's unreal. Like the second you take out the factory curtains and you put in these, it's just instantly just so much nicer. Lovely. And then when the lorry is nice and clean tomorrow, might get an old TikTok done over, or a nice couple of pictures, and we'll put them up on the internet on the Grant Auto House Instagram page. So if you don't follow Grant Auto House, which is my business, please do. We have a website, grantautohouse.com. If any of you would like to buy a lovely jumper or a beanie hat, we only ship to Ireland at the moment for some strange reason. But if anyone would like to grab something from the merch store, would you look at me go? If anyone would like to grab something from the Grant Auto House shop, that'd be class. And if you do want to order something from the UK, drop me an email, grantautohouse@gmail.com, and I'll get you started. I will get you started. So I will. Now, look at them. And they're beautiful. Alright, we'll spend a few minutes here chatting. What was I doing? Right, okay. Lingus. Fucking signal. Do your fucking head in. Sorry, I apologise for the cursing. I drive in Ireland, but never have been into the 6 counties for work. Lovely. I will eat the right thing. People say Chocolatey got sacked from his job as he was beeping. What? You in lorry, get in, lad. Play PS5. And you're from Ireland too. I'm from Louth. My man. Cogwell, hey. How are you? Trump 24. You up, Donald Trump? What a man. Can I please see Daisy and the dogs? No. Lingus. Yeah, man, so I'm told. Hey, mate. Auditing London and the world. What's with all these tax companies coming after me, lads? Jesus. I feel like there's going to be a tax bill coming in the post for me or something now in a minute. So, you want to see the fulfilled. So this is what she looks like after, with the Grant Auto House curtains in. Beautiful. Now I have to sort out that corner. See the way that's not sitting right? I have to sort it out. I have it sorted on this. We just have to maneuver this around a tiny bit to get it to fit properly. But yeah, that's the curtains. Beautiful. Makes some difference. Can't wait to do a night out now this week and use the proper curtains. I'm hoping for a tax rebate lot. So annoying, man. I'm out thousands. I bought a new van. Those of you that don't know, I bought, you know, a brand new Citroen Berlingo. Nothing fancy or anything like that. I bought a brand new Citroen Berlingo, and in Ireland you have to pay what's called VAT on everything. But when you're a business, you get the VAT back, and I'm waiting for the VAT back off it because it was, you know, a considerable few €1,000, which I would very much like to have back in the bank account. Where is this? Is that the right way? Or is it this way? Oh, it's this way. These, I forgot how bad these stoppers were to get back in. Oh, we're back in. We're back in. I'm a new subscriber, by the way. I do a bit of YouTube too, but not as good as you. Ah, no, I wouldn't know about that. I wouldn't know about that. I'm hoping for... Someone's trying to get me to ring them. I'll get them shortly. Where the name of Jesus is this gone? Get up. Get up. I'm out there losing. Not losing. Oh no, don't go there. You fucker, you. Oh, this is difficult. See this little thing here? This is the stopper for the rail in a Renault. And very easily lost. Oh, that's fucking not in right at all. Oh no. I'll have to put that inside us. Anyway, I'll put these back in tomorrow. Sorry, what's going on here? I'm selling a Crew Cab Vivaro 58 plate. 51k if you need one. So as a 58 plate, does that mean it was made in the first half of 2018? I'm curious. I don't know what 58 plate means. We don't have them over here. So what happened was, I'll tell you another time. No, what happened was, I went to go off and do my own thing full time. We had a couple of drivers come and go. The work that the Volvo does now is work that I really don't have time for. It's like really long days, and it's always gone down the country, and I like genuinely I don't have time for it. I'm too busy with this, so I can't do that work. So that was given to another driver. I was doing my own thing. This truck was with another driver. He left very quickly. We had a couple of other drivers come and go. They all left. I had to come back. Long story short, that's what happened. Roughly what happened. But I'm here now. I didn't like leave. I just, yeah, I did actually. I left. I was gone, but I had to come back because for some reasons. What's that way? Not bad or anything like that. It's just you know, I'm needed here. Family business kind of needs to be sorted. It needs to be looked after, and I had to be here. So that's the crack. But the Volvo was always going to come back to me anyway. But just the way it's working out now, we're waiting for new lorries, and we're trying to do a deal on a couple of lorries at the moment. So that's why I'm just not in it at the moment. Which, come here, I don't really mind. It's grand. Because the lad that's on it, he's a good lad. And you'd nearly leave him on it if he's happy in it, you know, that kind of way. So, look, at the end of the day, lads, she's a lorry. And she's here. Oh yeah, I give up with that. They're here to make money. And once they're making money, that's the main thing. Oh, I really hurt my toe there. 58 is second half of 2018. I was wondering, because people always say 68 or 69 or whatever, do you know what I mean? That's usually the second half. So what does the first half of the year mean? Yeah, 68. That's what I thought as well. I thought 68 was the second half of the year. You're so attractive, man. Thanks. It's just this lighting. You're a pretty boy, man. Oh, this is gas. I love men on men action. Can you relate to that? No. Oh, yeah, smart. Not sure exactly what it'll be yet, to be honest with you, but no idea. It doesn't bother me in the slightest what they are. I love to see a new DAF come in. I'm always looking out for your truck because your brother drives the same Volvo. Use Red Big. My brother doesn't drive Volvo. Doesn't do too much driving really that much. Well, he is driving now, but are we going DAF? Could do. Tell you a new XG now would be lovely, but I don't think we get an XG. We don't really need one. They're too big. They're too big. A new Renault probably. Sorry, I need my glasses and getting old. Have you considered swearing more when you fit curtains? It helps me loads. I do a fair bit of swearing, but I try not to do it as much on this anymore because people don't like it. Hello de France. This is not funny. Shut your mouth. Gobshy. How do you tell the year of Northern Ireland Reg? I know how to get the age of the UK ones, but NI is different. Yeah, I don't know. The Northern Ireland plates are always different. Jesus, lads, I have no idea. I have no idea. You're talking to the wrong man about number plates. I know down here we just get 2 at the end of it when it's the end of the year. Any podcasts coming up? I would love to do a podcast now. I would absolutely adore to do a podcast, but they're just so time consuming and I just can't be arsed anymore, to be honest with you. Because with the podcast, like, I know I love listening to podcasts myself, but you know, unless you have a purpose-built studio, like my mate David, he has a lovely purpose-built studio that he can just go into kind of whenever he likes, hit the button record if he can get a guest on the go and go from there. Whereas me, like, I have the shed here, but it's not ideal and it's very hard to time guests around my time and their time as well, because I'm usually not around when they're around. So yeah, it's just hard work, like, you know what I mean, and it's not something I can prioritise my time for at this present moment in time. But I really would love to do more podcasts. It's just one of them things. I thought podcasts kind of dropped off a bit as well. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe I just stopped listening to them as much because there's not really actually. Well, I find there's not really many good podcasts out there at the moment. Like, obviously you've got David Cuddy's The Wood from the Trees. It's always decent. He always has good, interesting guests on. I'm trying to think who else's podcast that I listen to from Ireland. Not really many people. I don't listen to the two Johnnies at all because I'm not into GA, and the lads love talking about hurling and GAA, which I don't really have a big interest in. So I find myself not listening to them. Blind Boy, I listen to him a bit, but sometimes he can go on a bit as well. So yeah, it's kind of hard. I wish some truckers would set up a podcast, do you know what I mean? But I can't do everything, unfortunately. What is the funniest thing you've ever seen whilst driving? I seen a fella watching porn the other day on the M50 driving. I won't say who he was driving for, but I thought I was seeing things. I was coming up past him in the middle lane, and like, not as if he was doing it subtly either. There was a fucking iPad on the dashboard. I'm not joking you. And I thought I was imagining things. Seeing this girl. What is going on here? And then I tried to speed up again to him, but I couldn't catch him again. So yeah, I suppose that was a funny thing. What else did I see? I'm trying to think. That was the funniest thing I've seen recently anyway, and that was only like a couple of weeks ago. We are now into the twos for the 2022-2029. Sean Ryan is a great podcast. How do you wee in the lorry? Usually upside down. Have a great night. Tell Tina I don't know, and I'll be back. Thank you very much. If you're around Belfast early morning, you'll find women dressed as often. I'm gonna try do a live stream every Friday night and hopefully have a beer or two like we used to do. It was just sometimes you just literally forget to do it one week and then poof, a year goes by. That's how like busy it is, you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely I'll be back on doing more of them. We'll answer a couple more questions. Do you think we'll have a convoy in the UK like the Canadian one? I live streamed that. I never even seen it, but being honest with you, I think I'm gonna do a live event this year as well. So if you would like to come to something like that, not like a truck show, kind of maybe like a day thing where you're not like tying yourself up all weekend. But anyway, I'm getting a couple of phone calls here, lads, so I'm gonna go ring this person back and see if they're okay.